Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, and not Tyranny. So, in the last episode,
What
we
is
made our
it?
characters. Also, all of my guns are pink, because issues with my mods. I can't fix that, sadly. Because my mods are outdated compared to the game version. And can't really do anything about that.
Well?
However, we can do
What
with
you need?
blunderbusses and pistols. We can't do
Well?
with arquebuses for obvious reasons. Because one thing that did bother me was that you could only, you could only one-hand a pistol. I mean, it's one-handed. You should be able to do it with it. But yeah.
Yes.
However, the effects and the weapons are entirely pink. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm sure it'll get annoying eventually, but for now it's...
Of course.
But my lower level of ruins has been blotted off by fallen rubble. Also Ardra, because Ardra's everywhere. Also one thing to remember. What's that? Remember, this here's that one of these games, so you want to...
They'll never know I'm here.
Scouting. Thing is, he's a rogue. So he could technically have opened that chest back there in camp. Because he has mechanics.
That should be far enough. But what now?
Decisions.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
So who attacked us? Lafafians. That would be the hut dwellers I warned you about. But we find to Grunwyn, who are the Twitchers a lot. They go room to room looking for fights or columns. But I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. What happened out though? Windstorm of kind of hell, they only get an hourglass fast. And too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Lafafian word is Barwick. To them, it's the gods were reaping the soul to the land they couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Maybe. Maybe not. So they say we trespass in the roots. Don't believe that. I were never allowed. Such as the fangs or hotheads, Glaffins don't attack without being road. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or there's lewds in here with us. That's not something we need right now. You don't seem upset about all this. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. Maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking. Because there's nothing else to be done. And because there's old people you care about who still need you. Fair enough. Let's get going. Those are the problems you guys stop
Stay
my
quiet.
sneaking. We should always be sneaking in ruins. That's rule number 1.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Yeah, they could have left, traps or something. No? No traps? They open the chest and it's trapped. So here's the thing. A hammer and chisel is actually a very useful thing. Very useful. Camping supplies are like, tyranny. You can only have a certain amount. And they're a thing. Also mace. We could have that. Or we could just put it in the box. Most things are going in the box. This torch and small shield, they're going in the box. The fact I don't have any two-handed weapons in the box, that's a bit unfortunate. Because I had to throw my two-handed sword.
What is it?
Which is unfortunate. Forgot about that. Otherwise I probably would have equipped a different weapon. I don't know, if all else fails, we could probably buy or steal a new one. But just remember the rule, keep sneaking. Mini Space Piggy. That's Zara. Sky emoji for both stealth and for finding hidden containers like traps and secret containers. Space Grid hasn't noticed. Well, now it's noticed us. A trembling sicky creature emerges from the dark. Clutch a spell, anomaly, elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zarip. It watches you cautiously breathing ragged thighs. So aggressive, by the way. We could be cruel, or we could be aggressive. Basically, I'm going to be aggressive, diplomatic, clever. I'm not going to be cruel. I'm going to be aggressive, though. That was a difference. I'll tell you to pieces, lizard. It narrows as it hisses at you. It lunges, raising the spell. So Zarps are basically our kobolds.
Curse your eyes!
Also, yeah, those guns are a bit overpowered. Not gonna lie.
I'll be quiet.
What you need?
Yeah.
How can I help?
Well?
Wait. Do you hear that?
Crossbow, like armor. A thing. Small for your certain several places, and blighted certain several. Or torn several places. Several of the streets, one later enters still legible. I can't believe my luck. I feel around the dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Igwithian artifact. The fellow who had it said it was pretty. Nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging into ruins. Oh, he's right about this. He knew he had treasure that that's worth seeking past the field painted out, so I had to set out last in the morning. That's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. All this stuff. So it's shiny. Oh, so that's a Scolder. That's a Scolder whelp.
No prison!
Yeah. And that's a hatchet. That's a
That looks weak. Could be a shortcut.
So, there's the thing. I don't think I have the athletics to break the wall. However, I push up myself. Oh, I have 16 might. So I have to use my hand to trickle. Push of all your might and the crack begins to spread. Finally, you feel the edge of mason give way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circle room ahead. So we pass the skill check. There's other things too. There's that path. But anyway, back to
They won't see me coming.
those things notice as a lot.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
For dangerous places. By the way, we should have him
How can I help?
Snake more so than us. Cause yeah, our snaking's terrible, and they notice us right away. He actually has mechanics and stealth. Right? Stealth. You have stealth. Yeah, he has stealth. Which is good. Cause they sort of knows him. Anyway, attack. Stab.
Well?
Man, they murder things even without me having to, you know, fire the net shot. Because it does take forever to reload an arquebus. So no traps. Okay.
They won't see me
I'm
coming.
fine with that.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
And see, look at that, though. Just instantly spotted. But by the way, how much am I hitting for? $41 damage. Yeah, okay. That arquebus, everyone.
Of course.
Oh yeah, this way I believe. Yeah.
I'll be quiet.
Can you detect the traps?
Found something.
I don't think we can disable those traps. In fact, what's my save? Quick save button? Oh, he can disarm the traps.
Found something.
Is he picking up the traps? No. But I can disarm the traps. Basically, I thought there was a dialogue check somewhere where basically they argue about things. And she runs off like an idiot and gets hit in this trap while Harridan stays with me, because that's what happened last time I did.
Found something.
But yeah, these traps. At least he's detecting them. But yeah, that whole pausing every time. Bit irritating. Also, there's the fact that he's gaining HP every time he disarms one. Which is why I'm doing this in the first place. Because trap HP, everyone. I was a bit confused if he just ended up with a full destroy 4 traps, but yeah. Basically, the game wants us to go that way. We're not gonna go that way yet. Cause, you know, exploration, everyone. But now, we have successfully disarmed all the traps. What is it?
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Well, the traps are disarmed. Now we go this way.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
So we can look at it. Several pattern circles inscribed in the sparrow. Unlit berries are set at the base. It could be lit if you had the means. We could use a torch to light. I did not tell you to. Stop snaking, game. Well, must be ancient, yet the colors are still bright and vivid. Shows a progression of the Ethereans from all the Kith races. They walk among the pillars similar to the ones they spend this chamber, each one on top of a flame. So I'm not sure, do I light these things? I don't know if that was bad or what.
Well?
Well, they haven't gone out yet, so maybe that would solve that in a way, maybe. If we didn't already solve it.
I'll be quiet.
By disarming all the traps. Lesser black ooze. I don't like it. Attack. It was immune to something. Not trying to scroll, I'm trying to go up and down. Huh.
Yes.
Hey, they drop ooze plasma. It's a thing.
Of course.
Alright, it's two-handed. I mean, I could take it for now. Problem is,
Well?
once we get into actual weapon and stuff, yeah.
Where'd that slime come from?
Fishes are ugly, it's not clean to anything it touches. By the way, fishes slick of something dark and tar-like. Runs down the wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it. Well, use our water skin to clear off the ooze. Wow, so much for my full water skin. He runs the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief on man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in pieces. The details of his head from the tight curves of his hair to the ridges of pointy still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket's empty. A gem goes over. How about we put the gem in the eye socket? The gem begins to rumble. Stray rods dance across the tile floor. Finally, a large junction of the wall gives away. Do 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 do.
Kill them all!
I think it's immune to that fire. Dance for a news plasma. Well. What else do we got? We came all this way here. Well, we have a minor cloak of protection, which gives +5 forward to reflex will. The problem though is we're going to be running into a lot of minor cloaks of protection. Ardra though. Ardra, I mean. And an amethyst. There's worth for time. I'll take the cloak though. I'm supposed to have backer cloaks and stuff.
Well,
Pre-order cloaks and stuff, yeah, not backer stuff. Oh well. I mean, it's not bad for a first trade, sure. Gem's on a 200 sword.
Be quiet.
What you need?
Talk to our people.
Come on, we're not dying in this place.
This trip could have gone better.
yes.
Or not. Ooh, well that's threatening. I'm gonna go over here.
No!
Cow. Yay for the pink guns.
What is it?
And that's whatever. You can go in the chest.
As you wish.
Family ingredient. But what's this one?
Stay quiet.
Yeah. The problem though is I'm going to actually do unlike Tyranny with the whole sneak of the entire group. I'm going to have to mostly sneak with just one person that actually has stealth and mechanics. Oh, so by the way, this here's a helm. By the way, there are lots of helms and hats. Most of them don't give you anything. They don't give you stats like in Tyranny. They exist. Some have buffs. But most of it just comes down to this right here matters. Everything else is just stat buffs. Like for example, when we're actually crafting, which we can do at any time by the way. We can just craft. So if we know things, like we can make this. Which stuff? Yeah, we can just make food. Like we're gonna get dragon meat. I don't know. I think we're gonna probably want to make a lot of that for myself. But yeah, we can just make stuff like that. Stew. Then there's potions of stuff. And scrolls of stuff, like frickin' fireball. Like we could make the scroll here technically with all the stuff. I could probably use it because of my lore, but yeah, I'm fine.
What is it?
Yeah, so this here isn't really that large of a dungeon. I think we've covered all of it. Hopefully. Ah, repeal. Bloodstone, Bloodstone is, yeah, an ingredient. It's not like Tyranny will basically, hey, here's all these gems that you were just for selling. Pretty much almost everything we pick up that isn't, you know, weapons or armor is mostly going either to our sell pile or our junk pile. I mean, or to our junk pile or our craft pile. Badges large as chickens are strung in the web. But anyway, we made it through though. Huzzah! And then my drink got empty. But anyway, welcome to Silent List. Oh, so stuff. Stuff, by the way. An old rope man, four-figure stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra, and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in the midst is what appears to be a human body. Colorless as stone, or ash, though figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from the view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick grey beard frames the face over his head beneath a metallic mask. His favorite robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike any you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress. Besides the mask, he has a headdress too, which with Trojans that shout like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Well, looks like we found our first cult. The apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, rushing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, and over time you stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with ardra and trimmed with copper. The star is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. The far end is a great pillar of ardra. Before and a great pair of ardra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of a boundless depth. Circling the pillars apparatus much like the one you have just seen by Metzin, multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them. And they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that might just be answered or. Raise the pillar now you see a man, with a thick grey beard and a samurai robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You're walking towards him now. Pace that is hurried, or try not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. By the way, our companions are just dead. You can find your Malise is broken, or do we replay it Switch something far more concerning. Faint whispers audible about the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement feels still preparatory, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that. Laboratory paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. Look at the machines. We've become fatigued. Oh noes. Figures at the machine stand frozen in place. Flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. Man who leads them is nowhere to be seen. Held in a castle lie bloody and on uneven coppers, the bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You alone and far from help, Gildervale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Oh, so we leveled up. So. Oh, I guess we're getting all these weapons back. Convenient. Garrett's earned enough experience to advance. So, welcome to level up. So, we get skills like athletics, lore, mechanics. We had 6 points left. Eventually they're going to cost more to advance, like for example, now it costs more to advance. I'm mostly going to go athletics, lore, and survival. Myself. Oh, what do I want? 3 points though. More survival. Now for the talents. Talents is where this game gets entirely too complicated. Cause, yeah. There are talents. For example, Grave Frenzy. Cultivates in the inner range, granting additional bonuses upon the Fast Frenzy. Plus your might, plus your constitution. Not bad. Accurate Carnage, the Barbarian learns to line up his or her most savage blows, plus 5 accuracy. Barbarian Blow grants Barbarian Blow. So, yeah, that's a thing. So we could get one of those, or we could do these. These here are basically lesser versions of upper class abilities. Like you could get Rogue Sneak Attack, Ranger's Mark ability, Cypher's Charm ability, Paladin's Focus, Wizard's Missile ability. Yeah, you could get lesser abilities, but why would you do that? Now here also is the problem though. Besides gaining access to like, well, Grave Frenzy for example. Besides gaining access to that though, we could go offensive, defensive, utility. Oh jeez, there was just too many abilities here. Like for example, well passive that gives you more move speed, and defense while disengaging. Damage reduction against fire, damage reduction against shock, damage reduction against corrode, damage reduction against, well I guess those adds more damage to those. Weapons change thing. Wound binding allows the healing of a modest amount of health on the user. Allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally. Defensive things. More defense for disengaging. Shield defense. More will. More fortitude. More reflex. More enemies engaged. And then this. This is where it gets way too complicated. Because you have weapon focus on, like, Adventure. Or you could go pull out to start flail one board bow. Knight, Battlerat Sword, Morningstar Crossbow. Noble, dagger of appeal, mace, scepter, rod. Peasant, hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, pine bow, unarmed. Ruffian, pistol, and blunderbuss both fall under that. Saber, stiletto, club. And of course, soldier. Great sword, pike, warhammer, arbalest, arquebus. We're probably gonna go that, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Also, marksman. Increases the counter's accuracy with ranged weapons. There's also 2 weapon style, which do well to attack speed. One-handed style. Two-handed weapon style. Like, here's the thing. I want at least 3 of those talents. Well, at least 2 of those talents right now, but yeah, I forget when I get talent points. And remember, it's not nearly enough. Sadly. I may have to cheat them up a bit. But not right now. Not right now. We're gonna need to get a party together. Then I can worry about talent points. Because I want to get everyone started on those stuff. Those weapon focuses and stuff. But anyway, I want Creative Frenzy for now at the moment. Let's see if I can find the console command first, though. I don't need the pistols anymore. I need... ah, shit, where is it? Add talent? Oh, God. Here's the player count, the A talent. Talent name? Oh, okay. This here has a list for stuff, which is good. I just have to find the talents. Find the talents. Talents. Oh, there's pets. Graveyard pets. Quest items, no. Spell bindings, no. Talents. Oh, jeez, where was it? Okay. I think it's weapon focus and not weapon master I want. Because I'm going to need those talents.
Yes?
Okay. Anyway, so, after that one covered up, you may want to reveal that just torture. Yay, fun. So yeah, by the way, our character run. We has athletics. We has lore, we has survival. We don't have mechanics though. Gonna need someone to do mechanics. Our stats are about the same as they were. But anyway, time to go exploring. And looting. Can't forget looting. Wait, that thing I missed back though? That looks like a thing I missed back though. We should probably go back and loot that. Oh, so we're hearing voices in our head. Fun times. Oh, so they are made out of ash. Oak. Hot. So the massive structure is formed of stone, order, and copper, and it's covered in strange glyphs that are around it. Fibers with unusual energy. Isn't that lovely? We mostly just want to grab everything and be on our way. Because I'm sure that's not important. So here's the thing, we need to reach Gilded Vale. The problem though is we have to go through Valeward. The problem though is Valeward's actually got stuff in it. If we go the wrong way, we could potentially die. Because we're all alone. And there's
The longer we walk, the more lightly you'll have to sleep.
Alright, we're fatigued still, aren't we? Think, maybe. Or are you still fatigued? At our threats. Major fatigue. Yeah, that's bad. So basically what we want to do now is we want to try to avoid most encounters. If possible, we have no stealth. Right? But yeah, we just need to basically get to town without drawing too much attention to ourselves. Because we're not prepared for fighting multiple things. I saw that. I mean, I could handle most fights with this arquebus, it's just, yeah. Oh, so that's a non-ton.
Good day to you.
Mount Hersby hurriedly dismantled his camp in quick, jerky moments. He lifted up as you broke his pressure and intense drawn. Green, she says, a little breathless. My way south, is it? The sooner you clear these words, the better, I think. Not past throwing me to reach Gilded Vale. Good point. Up that point, you might think we're crazy. Yeah, the right way should be too much over, and there was no missing if you keep to the road. But you want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked Northville, me and a friend mine. Came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearlie, he didn't make it. I don't want to tell his wife. In case this war's already cost my friend, I'm hanging home before it tastes anything else. What are you fun spell? Came up that way. I would think out if I were you. There's a great brew of a beast. Would hate to hear that took another life. In any case, the forest already cost me a friend. I'm hanging home before anything else. So who are you? Name's Danton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Never had spoiled luck since. Luckier than Pearlie, I suppose. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. We were following stag. Pearlie, he saw something in the brambles, and we were tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearlie didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts would take what they were, I suppose. This time, Garen's favor fell upon the bear. Well, there you go. I think we'll grab those. So here's the thing. We might have skipped most of the exploration here, but we'll come back. I just want to go to Gilded Vale and get my first companions. Because it's important. I think I should have enough money, especially if I sell most of these weapons and stuff, to be able to afford...
Our enemies will find us dead on our feet.
Yeah, I know. The whole not having the whole fatigue system. By the way, welcome to Gilded Vale. It's a thing. Oh, so that's a tree. With a lot of hanged bodies. Lovely.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Oh, I feel at home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
Well, that's a real personal question.
And an important one nevertheless. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
But you said that about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy. I forgot you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the truth. Highward for almost 15 years now. Children born without souls. Pitiful dumb things that breathe, barely, not truly live. Some say the hollow-born are a disease, some say they are punishment from the gods. Truth, no one knows, but they have begun spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Wyvern's legacy stuck in honor of that foul blasphemous pretender. I see. Our urge to increase may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Garrettville understands our rules. So, I got close to a byword and I'm feeling strange.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
So that's how strange people conducting strange ceremony? I don't mind where you mentioned that trespassing in growing ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. Probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People try anything these days. But without mercy, we certainly have. Maybe. Best to stay away from those sort of places. Alright.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Don't threaten me, little man. It's no threat. Only a warning. Lord Radric will tolerate no threats to his kid. Or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. So what do you mean? Come to us a time of mourning. The legacy has struck the heart of Garrettville. Our efforts to redeem ourselves and lives of prayer must be redoubled. What happened? Oh, no more details from the messengers arrived. The vague conceits of child. But perhaps, but that's not your concern. Does this affect the Lord's offers in yourselves? I could be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest in or stable for Cal. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Well, there you go. Also, Edder.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
I haven't even touched the tree yet. And looking for anyone who can help me feel better. Guess I understand he nods. It's a long track from his pipe. My condolences. There was a Jones to the tent away, watching the fields around him. We can get back to that. We will get back to that. Things are bound to get worse now. Don't be stupid, they can't possibly get any worse. Our good old friend Alof. Also another person of note, because he has a portrait. You see 4 people go by the door to the inn. That will raise forces in chopping justice, suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm, face the portrait obscured by a herd. But his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
We could play the stoic thing, but... So, what's going on? Melvin points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze focused. Well, I can't see why children are very just go to show you where these fancy air manners are worth. We don't take kind to that treatment. Not for foreigners, and especially not for Madarians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Well, that's a thing.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Oh, this is unnecessary. Would you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, great. Super, and I'm not rested. Angry townspeople? Well, I tried being diplomatic. I guess I'm gonna have to shoot. I'm gonna slow with this gun. Pow! Yeah, okay. The last of the attacker's force now turns to you, the tension almost gone from a smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Oh, you mean for slide with them? You're welcome.
Well, that is one way of putting it.
Strange to turn, you note the remains of a fraying embroidery on his gloves. Boots are covered with the dirt of many months' travel, with the leatherwood beneath his sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Then how do you manage to get stuck out here? That's something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful.
I'll tell you.
However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I've traveled from California, but we're suffering news from ruins.
In Gwithan Ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Cult. Kickers, goggles that you silently apparently assess your owners. This finally gives you a clipped awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
And what are you doing here?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Indeed. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the Nardo tree in the center of town. That's about that, such as we saw it elsewhere. So, how did you piss off those three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
He did make a revolute suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own sister. Ah, that. They misheard me. It happens all too easily after the blind some answer doesn't help. I heard the same thing. Well, he lets us if he's about to say something, his expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile. Brighten's lips so hard you could expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes. Tracy said, "That just be more clearly next time. My apologies." Well, you don't exactly look like yourself.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Well, I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Wizard. Sure, why not?
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Indeed you shall. Indeed you shall. Oh, so angry townspeople. I have crappy clothes, but some money, and some weapons. All going into them. Oh, and more. And then we've stripped the bell. I just left that bell. But anyway, we want to go into the inn. It's very important we go into the inn. Very important. Hi,
Good day,
Pastor.
stranger.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Blackhound Inn. You go about the head curtly. Please say what you like. Would you like a drink or room? We have two available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today. Let's find our cold porridge. Well, you know some porridge? Let's see if you checks his head correctly. It's my choice, I assure you. We used to serve out some of the finest meals in the drywood. We've had them around Blackatall. It's been bad season with the crops and we're running low on supplies. Sent 10 troops up north to stock up. Up 10 for a courtesy and orders for a good roast. The day since he was supposed to return and we haven't seen any sign of him. I've already just taken over the last one myself. I don't know what to do if he doesn't turn up. Well, I could try and find it for you. Really? Grateful to you if you did. He was traveling through the paywood. It's probably nothing. A broken wheel maybe. But I do worry. You see him safely home and I think everyone here would sing your praises. Nobody much likes my porridge. Well, here's the thing. Do you know anyone looking for work? Oh well, I couldn't say I can speak from my experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. Well, let's see what I have to work with. 250 for just a level 1 adventurer? It's gonna be more expensive at higher levels. Alright, there's that expensive. Jeez. Also, all they said was that. But oh, I didn't realize my pistols and everything were that expensive. Well, I'm not going to use these extra blunderbusses. Oh, so not going to need most of these clubs. Mace, maybe. Daggers, no. Honeybow. Small shield versus medium shield. I'll probably start with the medium shield. Crossbow, no. Repeal. I'll debate on it. Didn't realize what guns were that expensive. Anyway. Trade. Where's my inventory though? Ah, here we go. Yeah, okay. So now we go over here to 2 adventurers. We want 2 adventurers. Yes, I want to hire a level 1 adventurer for 250 copper. Which is going to... oh, I was going to say it's going to take a bit of time for us to get out. So, we need a great brow. Who... I'm not sure. I could make her godlike, but her portrait is more human. What was she in Baldur's Gate? Shit, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I have a button for that. Okay, need to look this up real quick. I'm just going to use the Eternity Keeper just to check on that. Okay. Enhanced Edition Keeper. Open save. Open that. Because I can't remember what she was. If she was human or elf or half elf. Because, I mean, I know what I was. Oh, I made her an elf. Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. I'm sure I want to quit that. Okay. So I can make her an elf in this, or I can make her a god. Like, elf would pale elf would actually match better with that profile thing. So yeah. All pale elves have increased burn and freeze damage reduction, which is whatever. Now for the fun part, what class? Because normally, priest. I could have her as a paladin. Could have her as a paladin. Could use a paladin. But we're going to have another tank too, so I'm not entirely sure. And paladins have, you know, that whole rep thing, but I don't think that really matters if they're not the main party character, so... Shrug. So, now for the paladin orders. So you have the Bleak Walkers, or soldiers dedicated to conducting warfare mercilessly and with extreme brutality. So favorite dispositions: cruel, aggressive. They don't like my diplomatic. Unfortunate that. Yeah. They murdered a lot of people. Not exactly good paladins. Then you have the Dracosi Paladins. Dracosi Paladini. They like passionate and clever. They don't like cruel and static. And clever, sure, tempting. But what else do we have? The Goat Knights are an order of mercenary paladins who sell themselves for all sorts of defensive and offensive engagements. So, paladins you can buy, basically. Static, rational. Passionate, aggressive. Well, what? Aggressive, clever, and diplomatic? Kind wayfarers. They like you being nice. They're the good paladins. They don't like deceptive and cruel. Shield bearers are sent Elgiska. They like an honest diplomat, don't like cruel and aggressive. I forget what they gain for abilities. I think we're gonna go with the Dracosi. Cause it's passionate, clever, doesn't like cruel and static. Doesn't say anything about aggressive or diplomatic. I mean, Bleak Walkers is tempting, but diplomatic. Anyway. So the Cozy family. So basically the Paladin mob. Welcome to the Paladin mob. Sure, why not? So she gets Flames of Devotion and Lay on Hands. Paladins are able to heal with a touch of his or her hands. He covers the natural amount of endurance. Heals. Yay. Or Flames of Devotions. Yay. Also, as a pale elf, though, attributes are gonna be a bit off. Let's see what might up to at least 16. Constitution up to about 14. I could care less about this. Ah, shit. Right, I'm doing it wrong. I have to make sure I'm doing this. Barrier's not bad. Look at that, Gale. That's not bad. Compared to the offers. And let's give a Paladin just a spell. Stab a shield. Yeah. It good resolve. Yeah. Okay. Dexterity and perception's well. Intellect. Dexterity. And then the rest dumped into... Oh, I didn't move one of these up. I thought I moved up to 6. No, I was up to 6 because of that. Highly recommend. And that's not terrible. Could be better. Okay. So, what was brown? Do we have an artist? Oh, we don't have an artist. Aristocrat, lore. dissident. Yeah, for a paladin, sure. Hunter, laborer, merchant. Mercenary, clergy. Thing is, here's the thing. I might make her into our thief again. Well, yeah, because remember we had to make her into a cleric thief back in Baldur's Gate 2. So that means we would need, well, drifter or laborer. Well, here's the thing, what if I change this to that? Does that change it? Philosopher, scholar, mercenary. Raider, stealth and athletics. Oh, snap, they have artist. That's tempting right there. They have artist. Lore, though. Because I know she'd love it for me to choose artist, because that's just fitting. My problem, though, is the lore. Lore's not gonna help. So good, though. Wait. What was her mace? I didn't. Or maybe it was a sword before. Confused. Anyway. Yeah, that's a shame about that. Ah, well. Stealth for mechanics or athletics? A mechanic. Probably stealth for mechanics, just cause build, yeah. Well, athletics and mechanics. Anyway. And now I need that profile picture. Where is it? There we go. Can't really make the hair that white though. Unfortunate. Or that also would imply her armor's red instead of blue. Ah, well. Let's see if we can find a good hairstyle. That would do.
Let's keep quiet. Yes?
Leading the way. Onward!
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
I shall lead us.
Time to see and not be seen.
I've got this. Let's go!
My eyes are peeled.
Now I am leader of the group. Kill them all!
Well, I'm flattered.
Stand together!
Quietly now. Yes? I'm flattered.
Let's go!
Nice and slow. Mm-hmm. Watch and learn.
Yeah!
That's very smooth right there.
They'll never know I'm here.
I'll lead the way. Death to our enemies! I'll go on ahead.
I'm flattered.
Stand together!
So yeah, she'll be our paladin thief. Paladin thief of the cozy paladini mob. Cause you know, mob paladins, sure. Sure. Let's just see my 14 constitution, 12 deaths, 10 perception, 12 intelligence, 14 resolve. Anyway. However,
Greetings.
we still need one more. Let me just see who came by. There goes most of our money. I'm gonna make him into an Orlan because I don't have his profile picture. Portrait, I mean. And tree. Yeah, sure, that one. Now here's the thing, I was tempted to make him just a chanter because he was a bard in Baldur's Gate, but nah, Zulu can be a cipher this time. Get ciphers. They're a thing. They're also a bit more complicated. Stealth lore mechanics. I forgot about that. What does Paladin get? Athletics and lore. Well, at least they start with athletics. What does Chandra get? Lore and mechanics. Yeah, Cypher gets stealth, lore, and mechanics. Couldn't make that into a thief. Could have made him into a thief. Oh well. So Ciphers. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. Powers cost focus, which Ciphers build through the use of their soul whip. I forget what is actually useful. So we can get antipathetic field. Creates a toxic physical manifestation between the Cipher and the enemy. Enemies caught on the path between the two will suffer corrosive damage. Cool. We got Eye Strike. Strikes any fish or serves daisy and blinding them as well as blinding nearby targets. Cool. Mind Wave targets become the Observer can cast a blast of psychic energy, suffering raw damage from the trauma carriers and put an effect behind the target. Failing a fortitude check or not prone from the blast. Tempting. Soul Shark. Briefly transform our shelf and ally target's soul into energy, releasing bursts around them. I hope it's only targets the enemies. There's a target's grasp from reality, frightening and confusing them. Which was a treason. Charming them for the duration. Charming them. Charmed. Charm, you say. Now here's the thing, in Baldur's Gate, charm, there was like how many levels of charm? And most of that didn't really work. Yeah, sure, we'll take that. And Eye Strike. Yeah. I don't think Ciphers need Grimoires for their stuff. I don't think. Also, Soul Whip combo on a great. Causes Ciphers' weapons to generate a lash of parasitic energy that lashes out the target, increasing damage inflicted and generating focus. Also, by the way, we should probably choose a thing. What do I want for you? Constitution, Might, Intellect, Intellect. Intellect would be good. Increase your resolve. Perception. And increase your perception a bit. Oh, keep it at 12. Increase that dexterity. Increase that to 14, 12. Now increase your intellect up to 16. Okay, that's decent. Not great, but decent. And yeah, intellect. Could be aristocrat, could be that artist, could be colonist, dissident, hunter, drifter, laborer, athletics, mechanics, mercenary. I think more athletics and mechanics, more laborers. And then we need a profile picture that matches. But sadly, none of these are really gonna work. Sadly, I don't have any good profile pictures for those. So congratulations, you just get to be... You get to be brooding Orlan. Sadly, I don't have any good Orlan profile pictures, so yeah. Oh, I can make you. But I can make you... I have no profile pictures that matches that. So yeah, I could just be Shrek. Could be a goblin. Pretty much. Yeah, because that totally matches what I'm seeing here, doesn't it? Especially if I had facial hair. So Luke, I'm sorry, but you've turned into... Well... This is what you are now. Totally what you are now. Totally matches. The fact that we don't have any good portraits that really match what we have made. Anyway. Yeah.
Easy does it.
I'm here.
I've got this.
Death to our enemies! I'll go on ahead. Leading the way. Charge! The better part of valor.
I'm flattered.
Ah!
Yes? Follow me.
Stand together!
There we go. So there we have. So we have most of our party. I'd say most of our party.
Well?
But now
Good day, stranger.
I like a room, so I can get rid of my fatigue after all. There's the thing, we have the common room, which is just cheap. We could blast for 2 rest, plus 2 resolve. We don't have the money, really. Perception plus mechanics, though. Ooh, that's tempting. But we'll just rest in the common room for 0 copper. And by the way, dreams. Dreams. Your sleep is restless and fevered, surrounded by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilda Pharaoh's gallows tree. The creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like a molding fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in mind until she is mere inches away from your face. Spooky! Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with her gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watch her. You joke away the foul smell of the Dwarf Woman's breath, still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face, and thick droplets in your skin is soaked from head to toe. Around the woman, you remember seeing her die a cave face when you spoke with the magistrate. You called her an animancer. Though it filled you with a new, queasy apprehension, you felt a strange compulsion to see the woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead.
As you wish.
Before we go after exploring, we need to go back to the tree. You're wondering why? Shouldn't we be exploring? We should. But first things first, we need to go back to the tree. Welcome to a lovely marriage. I need to talk to you after, but firstly, hi. Spot the tent body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin crooked bow that sags the tug of her newts. The bloated purple flesh of her neck worn away in patches like moffy and linen. Bulges over the rope that suspends her and her lifeless head lowered forward, urging from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there was a tepid warmth to her, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it. Not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. Reach out. Take a deep breath, clear your mind, focus on your objective as you exhale. You find yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there was a sudden jolt to your mind, bringing an electric surge of images and words and sounds. After you shut your eyes, you find yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. When you open them again, and she is staring at you with cold eyes, clouded in milky fog, body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. One gives a soul out of her head, the rope creaking as she does so. She smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
Am I imagining this?
No, I think not. A pity that. It would be simpler. A mercy, even. To not have to wander anymore, no? Alas, we are here, you and I. Wherever here may be.
And how are you able to speak to me?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
I never understand something that's happened to me. She nods to look at pity in her face as though a concerned child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
So, MacGuffin?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair, and here we are visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder!
So basically we see souls. We see dead people.
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
Smiles very reassuringly, fanning out tough long whiskers that throw from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Meerwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Well, I think it's right about work. Do you know why that would be?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing. Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
Did souls break apart over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work. We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again, but less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No. A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
So what's your life story?
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though. And here I thought you'd come to visit me in particular. Caldara de Baranzi, of the Valian Royal Academy of Animantic Sciences. Not the greatest of their number, but I came here all the same because this was where help was needed.
So what happened to you? She asked her husband. Choked cackle escaping between rows of butter yellow teeth, causing your body to bob up and down with each spasm, seeing your blank expression you get to yourself.
Oh, come now! Such a question. As though the answer weren't plain as a rope tied for strangling.
Yeah, what happened?
Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer.
Maybe we should ask why.
Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found? Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord, she is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
So what's an animancer?
A student of the soul. Something so basic, yet so poorly understood. But so many breakthroughs have been made in my lifetime. Had been made. Had been. To hear the locals tell it, we're a gang of soul manglers that preys upon the weak-minded. And the worst of us are. But the best of us? The best? Inspirations, miracle workers. My parents were soul twins. Miserable before they met, empty inside. It was an animancer who helped one find the other. Turned their lives around. You wouldn't believe the stories. Amnesiacs helped to remember their lives. The suicidal brought back from the brink of oblivion. The elderly afforded extra moments to say their goodbyes. How soon we forget when we're afraid. It's a fascinating science. A fascinating time to be alive in a place like Deerwood that does not control the research, no? I love the Valian Republics for many things, but their recent caution will leave them behind, I fear.
Well,
of course, dear.
I guess that's it.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Hello closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place away. We have been granted crucible of the soul. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. So I'm a watcher. Well, that is interesting. And I suppose this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, And guys, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're trying to go, it's probably wise for us to share these things. You know anything about watchers? Well, not that rare, and they seem to have unique insights into certain soul conditions, as you demonstrated. Oh, so we've leveled up again, which would probably be a good time to recruit them after we leveled up, but yeah. Oh, so Edward. So the Pope pipe smoke and at one surfing sweet winds its way into your nostrils. You trace the smoke to his origin when you find a broad man with straw-covered hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. His pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looked you directly in the eye. The look is not aggressive. He regarded you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the Dwarf Woman.
What?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's Adair. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19. Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
Where's that about, Dwarf?
The Dwarf Woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
What made you think I was interested in the Dwarf Woman? I see my traverse arch, my rods.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
Possibly, I don't feel happy much. Stay away from me. Still, you have to forget my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. No, I'd watch.
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here. Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all.
Well, yeah.
No offense.
You think you're going to be hanged?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
The war? Saints War in one of my lifetime. Pharaoh decides he's the living incarnation of Erthas. With those who see us, marches on Drywood, so we gave him a Drywording hello. What's a Drywording hello?
We blew him up.
Smiles the best part is the smile, one recounting a joke for effect rather than enjoyment.
We blew him up. We blew him up. We blew him up. We blew him up. We blew him up.
We blew him up. Who's Arthas? God of Rebirth and Redemption. Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. So, why was your head being a hand? Got involved. Ever since men down here the other day said they had on good authority someone in town was working on Cloak, flying right into overthrow. If they come forward right then and then, they'd hang every last one of us. No one's coming forward, so Swiffen, that's my head man, just as says him. They took him on his word. So it just says, I special trees, bound to happen sooner or later, if not for flying gets rather than for protecting me. What does the town have against you?
Pick the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, that was a temple to him, to give you some idea.
This place.
Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Well, apparently they've done that.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
You get 2 hours so you could relief. There's goes. I'm gonna tire all the hangings. He's on the run now. Probably will be until they catch him. So if you were next behind, what are you still doing here? Drinking mostly. Point of fact, I'm on my way out to town very well. Going yet. A whole lot of places were out there that don't think Waderan's legacy started with Waderan. We could travel together. We're headed someplace called Cardnura. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before. Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Well, let's get going. So we have a quest for him. But yeah, Eder is our tank, and Brotil. Very, very Brotil. Anyway, how goes things, Urgent?
I have received confirmation that Lord Radric's heir was not born well. My lord has issued an injunction on all new homesteads until he can be assured that the village has been cleansed of all Eothasians and whatever other undesirables that have brought this curse upon his lands.
Fun.
It would be best if you left town as soon as possible. I would suggest returning to your old home. There will be no place for you here. You may stay at the inn until you can make the necessary arrangements, but I would not advise remaining long. I expect Lord Radric will be most thorough in his efforts to purify this place.
A long way. Then you should have no problem continuing on. Trust me when I say it'd be best if you're not here when Lord's men are dispatched from us home. They'll be looking for anyone who might have brought this legacy upon us, whose very presence might pollute his wife's womb. They will extinguish all possibilities. Or tell me about it. Come from a line of nobles who defend these lands since Edrin times. Frederick II was an early supporter of Drywildian independence during the Revolution. The current Lord's father perished in the Saints' War. Hallborn began appearing in Drywood shortly after the war's end. Lord Radric has taken upon himself to purge the curse from Garrett Vale. Major and severe, but necessary. Our age's most injuries is now from man's madness 15 years ago. The people are ready to seriously say that Waderan, no living saint, was the literal incarnation of the god of Aethys. The support saint took upon himself to liberate the Drywood, supported from allegiances to less worthy gods, by now known an army to conquer land for its people's own good. One less about a yield, but you can guess what that yield did to the worship of Aethys in Drywood. Lord Radric's father had all the visions, but after had opened his oceans, but after the fall fell during defending us from the fanatics, he personally saw the temple of Aethys. Your town was shut down. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, bye. So, we had a party, except for we still have one slot. Which, before we really start investigating, I need to go to the blacksmith. I need to get my sword back. And then I need to see about some other stuff. We still need one party member after all. So here it counts as stealing. You know what I'm saying? That it didn't really matter in tyranny? Here it counts as stealing. Oh, so these people kill. Or they exist and they have souls that you can see without backstories. I think they might be backers, potentially. There's enough of them and all they have is story stuff. But anyway. There's a Moran man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is dusty blue with a deeper ocean sense, thick arms. Both corded muscle, small ears framed with square charred face, coated in smeared suit, and archy black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile when you approach. Welcome, you're the first new full ace I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? Well, what do you have? Hell. You got my strange time, I'm afraid the star's not what it used to be. Well, we find weapons and armor off you. All four is right at the Black Hammer. What happened? We don't have the supply. It's been expected than necessary for near on a week now. I haven't seen any sign of him. I have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off the wagon themselves, maybe to make some coin. Heads up that long deal. Where the bandits? The dire situation of villages like this, and as it just to the city is a great fortune and opportunity for unscrupulous sorts. Yeah, to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out, or my ship. For a supply wagon on my shipment at least. They're coming through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. I do have to go that way towards the Tower of Millwood. As is most of my weapons go to its grace Lord Radward. Glasses on the nearby guard. That's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for our outsiders. We just don't have the iron. Yeah, I've seen you find supplies. Yeah, my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll play more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, you find my workers, tell them to hurry up if they can take it. Or they can take up farming instead.
Hail, traveler.
But firstly, I want to see your wares. Because you has a great sword. Which takes up most of my money. He also has Hold Wall. Which is an Arbalask and pretty great. I mean... Wait, what card is it? Well, it says unique, but I'm trying to think. Not entirely sure. Yeah, but of course all those things are a bit too expensive. Anyway. That's not bad. Bit too expensive. And then minor rings of deflection, of fort protection. Things that are a bit too expensive. Bit too expensive. I might want, I might want that rope and grappling hook, but also a bit too expensive. So I'm just gonna get this crowd. That. Well, can I afford it? Nah, I can't afford it. Ah well. Cause remember I sold, well, no, I don't actually need half this, do I? Don't need that hatchet, don't need that hatchet. Keep the mace. Repeal. I could get rid of most of those though. Now I have 15 left. Not great. But I have my greatsword back. And pride bar. Anyway, so now then, people. Scepter's two-handed fast. I might just leave him with Scepter since he's a wizard. Don't have to change the alignment. First I need to check you guys' stuff. Time's rapid recovery. Not bad. You blast. Guys blast. And you guys don't have talents because they're already level 2. Well, he's already level 3. I'm also level 3. I just have to press this button. So, yeah, increase my lore. I said increase my lore. And increase survival, increase athletics. Yay. So what do I get? I gain a new ability. Do I want to yell at things? Do I want to salvage defiance? Generates a large amount of endurance. Cause the program to lash out when pain, creating bonuses damage for as long as sees or endurance is below that. Ugh. I could get sprint though. 3 per rest though, ugh. 1 per encounter. Yeah, I think I would get salvage defiance instead. Which, hey,
what is it?
Remember what the AI had? Nope, no. AI. Aggressive. Will your salvage defiance below that? Yes. Alof. Wrong button. Ayla. Alof. I want you to be... Here's the thing. Per rest. If per rest is it, they will use those. I actually don't know what he has going for himself. Because I don't want to enable per rest abilities. That's what he has in his grimoire. He has mostly attack spells. Good, good. Also change his colors. This guy is hood. Hell, I wear a hood too, don't I? But I have a better hat coming along. Eventually. Oh yeah, he has his cape with a symbol on it. Yours has this armor, which is pretty great, honestly. Got second chance on unconscious. It's really good armor, honestly. I mean, sure, it's basically just scale armor with very good enchant. But basically, here's the thing, I'm pretty sure we can make that armor better, technically, but maybe not as better as, say, plate mail. Better. But still, it's pretty great. Pretty great. Game wants him to go saber and shield for some reason, though. Anyway, we need to also equip people. She has a sword, and I want that. Sword? No. You get mace. Well, I need that to go. Grr.
Well?
Yes?
So how goes your sneaking? Can you sneak?
Absolutely.
Maybe. I don't think you should pull that off. Up and then she just instantly spot without even getting nailed them. That whole lack of stealth thing. Yeah, no stealth. Oh, he has better stealth. Since there was an actual mechanic.
Hey.
Eder, stealth. No, that's not stealth.
Laying low.
Well, there's this commoner who just walks right over here, just like, hey, I know you're doing sus stuff. Or still spotted here, despite no one looking at us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, at least we got some of that. Anyway. So yeah, we need to do one more thing before we
As
edit
you
our
wish.
characters accordingly. We need to leave town. We'll come back to town and go over it properly. I just need to go to Margaret's Fork. Because I need to get my last companion. I also need to arrange my party better. I also need to set up people better.
Hey.
Like you. You need to be... Hold around, yes. You basically need to be tying people. That, yes.
How may I help?
You're
Yes?
fine, I think. You... Well, let's see. Firstly, how many times can you use lay on hands? Where is lay on hands?
I'm here.
No, seriously. Where did lay on hands go? I thought you had lay on hands. Okay, it doesn't have lay on hands. Never mind. That's awkward. Oh, well, I guess we're gonna set you to... I think I like the support. Even though she doesn't have half those abilities.
I'm here.
Any of those abilities, really. You, though... Cypher opens for physical attack and then focus on... She powers to emphasize crowd control, like Eye Strike. Yeah, crowd control. I like that.
Yes.
Okay. You need to be over here.
Hey.
You need to be
I'm
here.
here.
You guys are...
I'm here.
Anyway.
Well?
So we need to go pick up another party member. Then we need to head back to town. Also, Wharf. Murder. Like, I worry about the stuff, but I think that guy. Or maybe not. Oh, wow, you leveled up. Convenient. What do you have before we go further? Lore. So much lore. You need some survival. And maybe some athletics. Level 2 spells. Ray of Fire. Ray of Fire is tempting. Growing Flame. Hunt anyone, though. That's the problem, though. Anyone. That's a problem. Web. Web's always fun. Fusion. Yeah, ray of flame. Problem is, one of those spells I have to make sure I don't murder myself with.
Well?
And hey, we're here.
Saw you in the flames.
Hi, Durant. Scoring at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks, raked by pot scars and a scraggly build. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady. A slow pusher of blacksmith bells. The comparison feels strange and unwelcome. That comparison possibly sparked by his grin is that of a bell trap. Out of nowhere there's a hint of alchemy or fire. Fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue?
As the statue just catches on fire. Question mark is barely there as the man writes the statement. The statue takes on a red of cancer with one towing torch. So he blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
Examine the statue. The weaving firelight from the statue gives off no heat, so much so you wonder if it's some trick of the mind. That going on before he doesn't seem to notice it. Feared though the sheen on his brow is still present, as if he's burning up from within. Study the man. Studying weaving flames from the statue marker and cast more light on his features. The man's robes are dirty, stained with grease and open marks of the road. The helms of his robes are gluey and the sleeves are burned to the edges, as if he walked a great distance across the fire, then reached into the flames with his hands to pour something out. Focus your gaze on the staff. Staff sticks out, black and ash, once burned by a terrible fire. These ash lines of the wood bear shapes and patterns. The certainty, though the staff was once something far more dangerous, but not now. Stare deeper, it shimmers slightly in your eyes, like water catching the light weaving across the statue. Whatever power is bled from the staff, it doesn't make it into the wielder or the wielder any less dangerous. See the man watching you, studying the staff. As his guides meet yours, he nods with a humorless smile. Strange choice of company, stone seems cold comfort. Man smiles slightly worse. Then eyes never take his eyes off of you. I could do better though, if the road holds little else. Aside from the length of your frame, and any fault or snow. Till now.
The world holds many whores we worship. Respect comes with honest titles. I bet even you have gone against instinct in exchange for a little copper. Or paid for such in countless ways.
I mean, I wasn't mercenary.
But if I give offense, if words are all that are left to a man, then why in the Deerwood of all places he should have leave to speak them?
Well, I didn't catch your name or why you want to speak
I didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from. Or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
How do you know I was a Watcher? I can see the questions popping up. Let's burn them away one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own, Watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from another place. We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
You saw my soul in the flames.
There's things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their muling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you.
What kind of mark?
Disease? Spirit wind? Both could have touched you, yet here you stand.
As for disease, he taps the pot scars on his face. Now all of us were close to water when the pots hit. But it's no longer a pasture in my flesh. Left its marks as well. But like flames, the pot doesn't strike twice, nor is it catching. Well, if you're still mistress, then they'll allow it to come on.
Her? Don't fear her jealousy. Let us see what the road holds, Watcher.
Behold the Durance.
What?
Durance is a priest of Margaret. He's very fire-oriented. We need to set him to... So here's the thing. We have healing. Then there's support, which is also healing. But if progress is disabled, it's all that other stuff. Yeah. Bonus per rest abilities? Yeah, I don't really want to use per rest abilities. Per rest abilities, as fun as they are, yeah. He also has all these things. I forget exactly how many spells he can use per rest. I think if I right click it. No, it doesn't tell me exactly. Yeah. The thing is, he's wearing a robe. It has protection against burn. Has +2 constitution. Problem though, he's wearing a robe. I forget exactly how they make priests in this, but yeah. Burn damage. Anyway. Now that we had a party. Firstly, what you got going on? Bear's Fortitude? Seriously, Bear's Fortitude? That's what you gave him? Why? Oh well.
What is it?
Anyway, time to do this. First things first, pause. Okay, so, talents. Talents. I wish I could view talents. I can't remember which talents are which. That's unfortunate, because there's character. How do I view talents? Talents, abilities, no. Grr. Anyway, so. I need to add talent. Let's see. The fuck is it that I want? Can't just copy it from this? I wonder. I think it's just focus I want right now. Not mastery. Yeah. Powers is granted weapon focus soldier. Okay, so basically that should be Greatsword Pipe War, yeah, that. But by the way, switch back to that. Switch here to Edgar. Edgar weapon. What do I want for Edgar? Thank you for Edgar, I actually want the same thing. I'm trying to remember what all soldier has focus on. Wait, what? Did I? But I had Edgar highlighted. Seriously like this. I can't type that. Motor Entertainment, Scale Armator, Companion Editor. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Ad count. Your companion is Edgar Clone. Edgar is kind of a weapon focus. So true. Good. So that would be Great Sword, Pike, Warhammer, Arbalist. Found those I want him to have. Well, Warhammer, most of that song is two-handed, isn't it? Okay, fine. What if I change that to the Alpha one? Weapon focus. Shit. Weapon focus Knight. Okay. So let's do weapon focus. Because I screwed up. Battle axe, sword, morning sword, crossbow. Okay, fine. Mostly because I just want him to have, well, I want him to have this arbalist instead of that. Because let's face it, that warble, it's whatever. But yeah, this saber, it's whatever. We need to get him a Warhammer. Shit, do I have a Warhammer? Bad sword, morning start. Nah, mace isn't even gonna fall under that. Okay, let's try. Add item. Okay, that didn't work for some reason. Does it have to be underslashed? Okay, so Warhammer is one-handed. Good to know. Well, you get Warhammer. Because it's simple. And I don't have to waste the time looking for a mace. Which means you... Oh shit, I don't know how to companions. I just realized that. Oh. Shit. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. How to add that to them. Huh. Shit. That's complicated now. I need to look that up. Pillars of Eternity. How to console companions. It's how to use console commands and custom characters. The trick is to use find character name command to find the power's console out name. Okay, fine. Find okay. Companion. Yay, she gains focus or night. However, I want to give her also ruffian focus. So now she is prepared for batter-at sword, morning-star crossbow. Good. But also saber, stiletto, club, pistol, blunderbuss. Good. Which means her alt weapons are going to be those. Found those sabers. Somebody give her a mage, but yeah, it's saber. Saber might be good. Should I switch between things and try to figure out. Okay, knight, sword, so just a sword or a battle axe. Saber, stiletto. Okay. I think we have saber here, yes. We also have a sword here. So she's a pirate, mafia, paladin. I don't understand. Anyway, let's see. So if we're going by that logic, should it be? Would it be the same for? No. Which means I have to find... So I have to find the Luke. It's probably a 3 or something. Yep. Figure as much. Let's change this to a 3. So, ruffian stuff. Which basically, hey, I want to give you blunderbusses anyway. Ever appeal? Tempting, but what was that? For that, ruffians, stiletto, club. Man, I might let you keep your stiletto anyway. Repeal? No, less so. Ah yes, you can have the repels, not that you're going to use them. But I like you with that scepter. Of course I don't have enough stiletto. Can I just do this? Bah. Oh, for F section, I hope you added the frickin' 1. Hell. Great, more pink guns. Well, you should be fine with your tanking. You had your stick. Spells. You had a staff. And you're gonna try to use that in melee. Well, there's your priest wearing robes. Like, Alof has more armor than you. Red and blue works for him. Anyway, what do I want? What do I want? Trying to think how to fit you. Male armor? Seriously? They gave her the side for male armor. Sorry, but that's mine. You can, yeah, you can keep breastplate all you want. Don't say I want to give you medium armor, I want to give the priest medium armor. Yeah, I know, right? Well, scale armor is medium armor, I thought. Oh, we don't have heavy armor yet, do we? Endurance, your rogue gets put though. Your stick. Sure, what stick and rod? Well, here's the thing. Okay. Companion. I want his focus to be noble. Valor for granted weapon focus noble. Okay. Which should be fitting. Because noble is scepter, rod, dagger, repeal, mace, so he has a scepter. He has the repeals. Quarterstaff. Quarterstaff would be what? Peasant? I need answers to see my what is what. That's a problem. Blarg. Okay, let's look this up again. Okay, so what would quarterstaffs be under? Peasant doesn't really help his other weapons. Rod would fall under that. Wands falls under adventure. Wands, flails. Flail, yeah, flail could be fun for him. Wand, doesn't have a wand. Weapon focus. There's no companion named Durance. We can't find an automatic companion Durance. What is this? What are you? Making sure I typed that right. Looks like I typed that right. Do I seriously have to do this? The fuck's the Durance? Companion GGP. What? How is that even anywhere near his name? Okay, well he's the GGP. Durance has granted weapon focus adventure. And peasant. Peasant. Fuck, how do I spell peasant? Oh, I put an E there when I should have. There we go. Okay, so that should be fine for him because he has a rod. Do I want him to be meleeing things though? I mean, he is a priest. But remember, we had a... Outside of most combat, we had Braille just shooting things with a... Shit, what was it? Sling, yeah. We had her shooting things with a sling for a lot of the time. As you can have Scepter, you can have Rod, you can have Blunderbusses, you need armor. Shit, you need armor. The powers will stop shooting so much once we actually get things set up, but yeah. Now, powers most of this makes us a bit slow. Definitely a bit slow. I mean, your mage, you're fine with lever arms. Though I would put the mage in robes compared to that. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, anything else I need? Weapons check, weapons check, weapons check. Weapons check. Check, check. So we have a lot of range support. Not much melee support. Why is Mace under anyway? Not that. Is he under Adventurer? No, that's Flail. Peasant? Soldier? The fuck is Mace under? Ruffian? Huh. Mace on, oh, it's under Noble. Wasn't expecting Noble. Anyway. Okay, I guess I didn't need those medium shields around. Those are fine. Blunderbusses we didn't need. Arquebus. I didn't need. I could sell those and make the money back, I guess. Huh. Increase reach and burning, yeah. I like having the first set to be that and that to that. There we go. Good. 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 Like I almost jumped to get an Aquabras, but good. Okay. I think we're finally good with this shit. Okay.
Yes, as you wish.
Trying to think if there's any other things I want to get before we leave. Because I want to get that out of the way. So they could have those. Oh, that. Yes, that. Okay, that is one thing I want to do. Shit, wait, what would it be under? I won't be under two-handed weapon. I won't be under two weapons fighting. I don't know if it would be even under one-handed fighting. Maybe marksman. That marksman wouldn't be bad for all of us. Okay, and I need two-handed. Okay, yeah. Two-handed. Just because the less I have to worry about this shit later on, the better. Brownie, sword and shield. Sword and... where is it? Weapon and shield. Weapon and shield. And we also need weapon and shield.
Yes?
Okay, you up for them? Okay, trying to think. Endurance, do you need two-handed weapons now? Maybe. Oh, jeez. Damn. Okay. Sword and shield, check. Sword and shield, check. Everyone has marksman. Okay, so we have everyone set up properly now. Can I finally focus on the game? With marksman grants accuracy. Weapon shield grants shield deflection. Two-handed style, damage with two-handed. Two-weapon style, dual attack weapon speed, marksman. Two-weapon style. Not exactly sure how it applies to ranged weapons and all.
What
that,
is it?
Yeah. You know, I think that's about all I want now. So we're gonna go back to town now.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
That's so good. Just gather your party before venturing forth. I'm about to go to Vale. Now that we've wasted all this time getting characters set up. Cause yeah. I know I could have done this legit, but yeah. Towns aren't that common. I don't remember how often we get them. So I wanted to get that shit out of the way as soon as possible. To get our characters properly equipped with stuff they can use.
Hey.
You still can't really sneak over there and steal, can you? Nah. You go grab that for me, though. But that doesn't count as stealing for some reason. Yeah, daily affirmations, focus, and efficiency. Cool. I guess we could sell that back, maybe? Yeah, you might be able to sneak in if that commoner wasn't just constantly patrolling back and forth. Maybe later.
Well,
anyway,
greetings.
Glad to see your wares. Okay, now it turns out I didn't need all these pistols and stuff that I thought I might need. The thing is, even if I sell all those, can't really afford any of those. However, I can afford them. I can afford more of these. Like, for example, Edgar's armor is still so good. I don't really want to replace it just because of that thing. Can't afford any of those. I can afford that though now. So, oh Edgar, it's such good armor. Makes me sad. Oh my. That's why I want to give you that. You're fine. Yes, because priest and breastplate. Actually, you can wear scale armor for now. Cypher, I'm not entirely sure. Cause yeah, I'm gonna need those, just in case. No one would mind.
What is
those.
it?
Cows. Let's see, where can I go? I could go over here. To these places. Loot. Ah, yes, you two. Oh yeah. Floor. Those are apparently worth something, even though I couldn't sell to the blacksmith. Oh, hi. Spent more appears to have been a deeper conversation working closely to budging Satchel. Moves to impress her, the woman notices your approach and pauses with a smile, faltering a little.
Greetings.
Can I help you? Do you know this man, Nathan? Yes, I think we met at Velwood. I warned him about the bell. Glad she made it. Is there something else you want? You do seem a good spirit for people who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving my husband in my fashion. I'm sorry I could not convince him to leave. Could have felt before this happened. Moved to reread this terrible place, that's all. Cost me a great part of my life. Now my husband, I'm glad to be free of it. You two seem to be in a hurry. That's a matter so. Back for a trip after that means to visit Divine's Bay and trip I think I've had my fill of this town. Time for some new scenery. Shit, I actually won't mean to run into them yet. Oops, me there. I'm not sure if they'll still be around when I come back. They might. I wasn't prepared to run into them. Oops, that's fast mode. I forgot about that. That's the fast and slow mode. Oh, right, this. We know there's more grain in there, Trombo. We won't sell for scraps or you go fat on our crops. First you drunkards come through, that door gets a shot between the eyes. God help me, Swainer. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbo. We'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Family has a quest. Quest! Here says a quick save. Quick save. Oh, and loot. It's so weird seeing all these pink weapons just on us. It's gonna be weird once combat starts and just pink effects everywhere. Now a man stands before you, his relatively stocky beard suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn. His eyes wide behind him, a younger man and women exchange worried glances. Yeah, so here's the thing. Pairs of Eternity 2 I modded it a bit more extensively than this, because there wasn't many mods for this. But yeah. The problem with Pairs of Eternity 2 is it's going to be either stuff's going to work, or it's going to probably break when we're somewhere halfway through. Also a bunch of potential missing string issues. But yeah. That's a powerful future me. No race of the club as you enter, you chase finally in his grip. Get back if you value your life. I don't like being threatened. We have that in common then. All the poison sprayers stripping in their ears. It's not going to be long before someone decides they'd rather do things than mess away. Won't let anything happen to my family. Who's Swainer? The dwarf. The one standing out there spraying lights among the villagers. Bash has been here for a decade. Hasn't gotten any kinder of time. Who are you? Swainer roping foreigners into a aesthetic crusade now? Yeah, Baltimore just arrived in Guildvale. It's a bad time to come visiting. You know, Vale's headed. It's shine scraped off. She's a big dung heap now. Everyone thinks he's king of it. They are all of them mad. So why was worth the ruckus? Way to begin, Swainer's ripped them into a frock going on about the grain stores. Claims I've hidden most of it away. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't trade out with it now, and I can't hand it out for free. Pay the farmers the crops they bring in, and sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound, on the west side of town, for hours. Swiner and his lad sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town. The crops blighted, and most of it's what I'm getting from the farmer. Most of what I'm getting from the farmers. It's gone off right through. Can't pay top prices for blighted wheat, and I better got enough good grain to go around. Swiner's having extra things he has no right to. Sounds like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. It's not. Swiner's always been a rotten bastard. Stores are learned. I save the good stuff for people who deserve it. Warhammer, for instance. She's better in charge. Should I let her starve instead? Or maybe I have to go to have a talk. Well, do the villagers know about the grain supply? Some of them keep it for themselves. Better not to worry everybody. We trade for supply soon enough. We just keep things calm until then. The innkeeper? Or drink the ale is all I'm saying. Maybe I have to go have a talk with Swainer then. Grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. Maybe you'll have bad luck. Tell him we're having a hard time of it, and we'll have to make some sacrifices. We'd be in your debt for it if you can offend some. Buy across to rob your stuff.
Hey.
Agro, quick, sneak. They don't suspect a thing. I got your grain. See? Totally got your grain.
Yes.
What does grain even do for us? Match endurance. Cool. Match endurance. Cool. But yeah, so look at all those armors and clothings and stuff. Wait, why did I sell half those things when I was in the blacksmith? Question mark. Back to the blacksmith. Why did I sell half the stuff? Ah. Panicking. Blacksmith.
Good day to you.
Oh yeah, because I didn't have that selected. Here's the thing, level armor, I don't need that. Dry wood and clothing, I don't need that. Hide armor? I'm gonna keep one hide armor. So here's the thing, that simple clothing with no armor value is tempting. Keeping that stuff, even though 7 Endurance's roll would get me a decent amount of money. Keeping that just because it's light armor and yeah, that recovery speed, might want to switch Aloft to it, depending. I'll try to keep 2, depending. This helm? Yeah, I'm not gonna wear that helm. The better helms. And then there's all this stuff here, which I could probably just sell, I think. I have lockpicks in now. I have hammer chairs on now. Not sure if I need the work hide or not. So I'm probably just gonna sell it. Okay. There we go. Where's the miscellaneous stuff? Lockpicks. Alright, they don't stack. Ugh, forgot about that. Those don't stack either. Joy. There we go. Okay.
Hey. Well?
Now we go back outside. Oh jeez,
as you
that
wish.
Time already? Time sure flies when you're screwing around trying to figure out what to do. Like I have other stuff I'm supposed to be testing. But yeah. Go Rachu. Go Rachu is a faithful farmer who swear by the mind wheels and energy it provides. Those who use it often find they feel sluggish when they stop the chews made from the roots of the golden celery plant. I don't know if that goes through chew crush after that. More of these people are souls.
Hey.
Can you sneak? You can almost sneak. But he's being spotted from nowhere. Need that to go down a bit more. Wow, I'm just instantly spotted. Wait, can I do the divinity
What is
thing?
it?
Nope, because it puts me into that state.
Hey.
Wait, what happened to the stuff? Did I take it? Question mark? Wait, do they even kill them still? Better, Fincock. Oh, jeez. Well, this is why we have, you know,
hey, leave it to me!
Yeah, I thought as much. Baron Cloak into the letter scepter. It's almost tempting, but I'd rather not. You know? That quick saved. Yeah, I'd rather not get caught and then have to murder random townsfolk that, you know.
What is it?
Hey.
Laying low.
There's my quick save.
Well?
There we go. And then we no longer existed.
Of course.
Okay. Just doing the town thing. The town thing. Eventually we're gonna want to go in there for loot, but yeah. Trying to think where it goes. Oh yeah. Upper's house. Child? Child, you say? Hi, child. Papa says the temple is cursed. I'm gonna play around now. Then I told her, that's not the pistol. Ha! So now time to feel sad. Oh, cat. We can't pet the cat. Why can't we pet the cat?
Hey.
Edward, there's a cat. We must pet
Well?
the cat. Oh, we also must potentially rob this place blind.
Keeping an eye out.
Oh god, is the cat detaching me? The cat might be detaching me. I'm not sure. Wait for the red to go away. Wait for the yellow to go down. Sugar and milk. What did they do? Not really worth my time, actually. Anyway.
Well?
Hi. I tried Obsidian Woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps still unburnt out, for she is clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Hello?
Well, finally, I was starting to think. Warren makes a startled noise when she turns around and sees you. Sorry, I was expecting someone else. She gives you a curious smile. Can I help you? Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice, too. Well, I just arrived. Thought I'd get to know the locals. We want the caravans? My orders, for chance? You know, though? Well, no more than most of them, I'd say. He doesn't usually come this way, but they say he's a reliable old fellow. Wait. What do you say new? Sorry about the caravans attacked. I was the one who survived. Chose him out for a hand, eyes wide apart from a few more she can manage. The first strangled voices gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kaliska was always certain she could take on any danger. My poor sister, I'm sorry. Sorry, stranger, I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't caught her here. If I had ran her, she might still be alive somewhere. You know, I usually don't be benevolent, but Perhaps I can... Nah, that's not too benevolent. So why'd you send for her? Worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Catterson as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born killed for her has been soulless, empty. Except for so many moments on Lord Record. He says out all of them. Coinciding of the gods' disfavor. My half-thought gun, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. Kirsten could help me. That rank of the old midwife knows a way to prevent a child from being hung upon, but she moved south to Anslot's compass 2 seasons ago. Trying too far for me. I can't make it as I am, but I don't have anyone else now with Callista gone. Please, can you help me? Yeah, find her. You will? Yay, rep. Slight positive, but still. Oh, God bless you, Hill. How are you going to pay her with? You need to trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she's fashioned. Trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashioned out. Well, I'm not sure. Should be too much of a burden to carry back. Anslot's compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You have to cross the water to get there. That's what's keeping me from trying myself. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. Cat.
Of course.
Anyway, that's an out of the quest. Now I want to go back into the inn. So let's go talk to people. I see you over there. See you there. Now we're in the Vale soon. Once we head back to Valeward, which will be after I finish things here in town. Alright, back into the inn. We need to go talk to Swain. And by the way, we can totally go do this.
Laying low.
No one's looking this way. So why would they be looking this way? There's all the booze. That I'm probably never ever use.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
No, I didn't say sneak at the loot. Cause hey, look, more grain. Anyway, let's go talk to Swainer.
Greetings.
Don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Careful, looks like they're cut from the same cloth as those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it too. So, I saw you out in the mill. What is that about? Well, someone fancies themselves a meddler, eh? What's that about? Don't trouble think he's king of the town, okay? He's got the mill to his name. About him, the dwarf's jaw's queer for a rage. About him barely giving us anything for the wheat we bring him. They carry our purses when we need to buy grain. That farm's going hungry when some bastard gets rich off the crops. That's what it's fucking about now. Shove off. What if I buy you around? Will you talk to me then? Fair enough, you bring us something to our throats and might how we fail to trade words.
Hail, traveler.
Do I still have to go over here? Do.
How do you do?
Fine. I'd like to fly around with the... I'd like to know more about the Black Hound first. Remember, let me see that. Attribute has been out for a year, but the Black Hound is fairly new. Got all the new faces in it, fewer than we used to, I meant. She worked the tables, after each other, old owner up and left, nobody sure what happened to him. And there was poor Hound behind. That's the name, see? Black Hound is still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own end. A lot of hard work involved. But it's been worth it so far. I like to buy around for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows, you have me on. Or finding out how to ban Swainer from the entirely. Till then, 6 coppers apiece for the lot. And here you are. Alright then, yep, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. Just take care of them, they're a hot-tempered bunch. Do.
Welcome.
About the drinks. Hey, so you have. By the flame, I know I'd be so happy for a mug of the Black Hound shit pill. Gosh, that's good. Alright then. You got my attention. What do you got to say that's worth it around your dreams? Look, there's no sense in throwing the mirror. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. So, how'd you prefer a long mob sentry? Then he decides you're right. Things go like that. We're just going to end up hanging from that tree out there. Their trouble will leave him be. I don't know what we'll do now with the crops spelling. I've got no trade to speak of. Think Pascal needs a hand around the hand. Well, then, sir. What's on this table? Just a scroll of fanful claims. So yeah, just you know, a scroll of fan flames. Just saying them, as you do. Cause you just leave your scroll just sitting on tape.
What is it?
What's it bothers me that I can't pickpocket people? You know? Well, wait, I haven't really tried. Nah, don't get an option, really.
Well?
Alright, that should say before breaking into people's rooms. Well, here's the thing, it doesn't show any stealing.
I can do that. That's settled.
I forgot about telling people to do things. Oh, he has mechanics. I didn't expect him to have mechanics. By the way, yes. Padded armor. Yes. And the rest could go now. So here's the thing, padded armor. Where is it? Yeah. It's even lighter than hide armor. Which means I might give it to him. We'll see. Anyway, there's my hat now. Huzzah. Anyway, what's over here? More lockpicks? And a book with stuff that you can pause and read at your leisure if you're really into reading lore. 'Cause lore.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Angus. Please me I'm full to sickness with what I've seen of these. But I lost track of what you were saying. I've seen this place and its people.
Hey.
Well, notice I can't.
I'm here.
That chest.
At once.
Oh, if only we could. Ooh, mechanics 2, 3. Don't you have enough mechanics? You only have one mechanic. Oh yeah, you guys haven't lowered up, so that's why you don't have mechanics.
I'm here.
You guys are still level 1. Ugh.
Yes? You can trust me.
Well, let's save and see what happens if I lockpick this.
That's settled.
Okay. So, I would like that ring. Apparently it doesn't cause problems if I lockpick it. But if I take it, that might cause issues.
Well? Hey.
There you go, though. If I didn't lose any rep, he just yelled at me. Okay, I'm fine with that. The minor ring of deflection. It's deflection. It's deflection is which one? That one. Which... yeah... you might want that.
Hey. Nice and quiet.
Right, and then there's the Black Hound. Hi, Black Hound. I'm shouting telling at the code window, head conscious of waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging silently. So you don't think he's coming back. Whine softly, head towing. Well, you could come with me. Maybe we'll find him on the way. Trots towards you and barks happily. You have gained an item. The Black Hound has been added to the inventory. By the way, sadly, they don't have... I think I have a mod for Pillars of Eternity 2 that basically adds the pet slot to your companions. But yeah. Don't really have that for this. But hey, we're gonna have the Black Hound. I added, but I don't see the Black Hound. Confused. Going to cover tiny bark ones. Wait, where's the Black Hound? I thought I... yeah. Huh. Why don't I see the Black Hound? Confused. Oh, cause I'm not following the party for some reason. That's why. And now it has the Black Hound following us. Cause that's a thing. But sadly we're going to be using the mini space pig for the majority of this. Editor, Hill, you take out the dog.
What is it?
Anyway, we got what we came for, Hill. Got my hat. Dealt with the quest. Now I have to go back and talk to Trump, don't I? Quest. Spend time traveling with Germans. Travel to the Black Meadow. Bring Editor to the L. Here we go. Work on them. Alright, let's go back to Trump. After we finish this quest, I'm probably going to head back to the Veilward and then end the Veil. I was going to say, what's that icon? Oh yeah, focus. Also the levels are weird because we're level 3, level 3, level 3, level 1, level 1, level 3. Yeah, that's a problem with them.
Well?
Because, yeah, I probably should have waited before getting them. But oh well. And I'm sure they'll level up slowly behind all of us.
Greetings.
Alright, I spoke to Swainer. And what did he say? I convinced him to leave your family in peace. Well, that's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. Now that minds would drink half the time. You're a great dad. Value. Post a coin for someone seven person towards you. Today's earned to show my appreciation. Be sure to let everyone know what you've done for me. Positives. I could do that. But nah, glad to help. Yay, training copper. Now we stand a chance of getting through the Yale. All thanks to you. Safe travels, friend. Sadly, it's not enough for you guys to level up, is it? Unfortunate that.
Yes.
Oh well. I'll go to the Veil. I was expecting it to take this long just to record 2 videos, you know. But oh well. Spent half the video just dicking around with the console. Because I wanted to get those towns out of the way, mostly. and get everyone properly prepared for, you know, the game. Ooh, it's night. Anyway. Save. I actually didn't mean to create a new save. I actually meant to go right back downhill. Save over that one. There we go. Oh well. So anyway, next time we will, well, whenever I get back to this, we'll go through Railroad, do the quest, do the things. Go to do more quests, more pew-pews, all the stuff. That's for next time. Hope you all enjoyed, thank you all, and have a nice day.